Welcome to Sissygram Stories channel. Today, I come up with whole new story content for you. If you like my voice and my voice makes you feel soft and feel relaxed, then hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe our channel for daily lifestyle changing videos. Now let's start the story. Our honeymoon. I had imagined it as the pinnacle of happiness, white sandy beaches, romantic dinners under the stars, and lazy days lounging by the pool with my beautiful new wife. What I never expected was that it would begin with my wife's bold suggestion to transform me into a woman for the week. From the moment we boarded the plane, I had a sense that something was brewing. Alina, my wife, had that unmistakable twinkle in her eyes, the one that meant she was keeping a secret. I assumed it was just excitement about our tropical getaway, a shared anticipation for a week of sunshine, fun, and romance. But I was wrong, very wrong. Our first night at the resort was everything I dreamed of. We enjoyed a private candle-lit dinner on the beach, with the sound of gentle waves breaking on the shore. We talked about our future, our hopes, and the new life we were building together. It was romantic, serene, and exactly what I'd envisioned for our honeymoon. But as we strolled hand in hand along the moonlit shore, heading back to our villa, Alina stopped abruptly. Her face bore that familiar expression, a mix of playful energy and excitement that always made me a little uneasy. "I've been thinking," she said, her voice charged with the same mischief that always preceded one of her wild ideas. "There's something I want to try with you this week, but you have to promise to keep an open mind." I chuckled, imagining she was about to suggest something adventurous, like snorkeling or ziplining. "All right, I promise," I said, intrigued by whatever crazy activity she had in store. She hesitated, her eyes practically sparkling. "I might want you to spend the rest of the honeymoon as my wife." I froze, confused. "Wait, what? You mean like pretend to be your wife?" I laughed nervously, certain this was some kind of elaborate joke. "No," she said, shaking her head with a mischievous grin. "I mean, I want to transform you into a woman for the week. A complete makeover. I'll be fun. No one knows us here, and it'll be our little secret. You'll get to experience life from a completely new perspective." I stared at her, speechless. Was she serious? My wife, who had always been adventurous and unpredictable, was now proposing that I spend our honeymoon as a woman. My mind raced with questions. Why did she want this? Was this some kind of fantasy of hers, or was she testing me? Before I could respond, she leaned in closer. "Look, I know it sounds crazy, but I think it could be an incredible experience. You trust me, don't you?" "Of course, I trust you," I replied, still reeling. "Then trust me on this," she said firmly, her tone soft but persuasive. "I promise I'll be something you'll never forget." That night, I barely slept. Her idea was so bizarre that I couldn't stop thinking about it. What would it feel like? Could I really do something like this? Could I embrace the role of a woman, even if only for a week? The next morning, Alina greeted me with a bright smile, holding a shopping bag in one hand. "Good morning, gorgeous. Ready for your first day as my wife?" I groaned, still grappling with the reality of the situation. "I don't know if I'm ready for this," I muttered, running a hand through my hair. "Oh, you will be," she said with a wink, pulling a beautiful sundress from the bag. It was light, feminine, and looked like something out of a summer fashion magazine. "Let's start with this." Reluctantly, I took the dress and headed to the bathroom to change. As I slipped it on, the soft fabric felt strange against my skin, so different from the clothes I was used to. When I looked in the mirror, I didn't know what to think. When I stepped out, Alina's face lit up. "You look amazing," she exclaimed, her excitement infectious. "But we're not done yet." She sat me down in front of the mirror and pulled out a bag of makeup. I'd never worn makeup in my life, and the thought of eyeliner, blush, and lipstick on my face felt completely foreign. But Alina was patient, explaining each step as she expertly applied foundation, mascara, and eyeshadow. Finally, she placed a long, wavy wig on my head. "Now look," she said, turning the mirror toward me. The reflection staring back at me wasn't me, or at least not the me I recognized. It was a woman, complete with soft, feminine features, delicate makeup, and flowing hair. "You're stunning," Alina said proudly, beaming at her handiwork. I didn't know what to say. The transformation was so complete that it felt surreal, like I was in some kind of dream. But it was real, and I was about to step out into the world as someone entirely new. Leaving the villa dressed as a woman for the first time was nerve-wracking. I felt like every eye was on me, and my heart raced with every step I took. But to my surprise, no one seemed to notice. To the outside world, we were just another couple, two women on their honeymoon, enjoying the resort. Gradually, I began to relax. "You're doing great," Alina whispered, squeezing my hand. "You look incredible." As the day went on, I started to notice the little things, the way people smiled at me differently, the way they interacted with me. It was subtle, but there was a shift. It felt strange and exhilarating all at once. We spent the afternoon shopping at the resort's boutique, where Alina picked out more clothes for me, dresses, skirts, even lingerie. She was clearly enjoying herself, and her enthusiasm was contagious. "Try this one on," she said, handing me a summery dress. I hesitated but eventually gave in. When I stepped out of the dressing room, Alina's face lit up. "You're gorgeous," she said, grinning. I laughed, starting to feel more comfortable in my new role. "I guess that's not so bad," I admitted. Over the next few days, I began to settle into the experience. It wasn't just about the clothes or the makeup anymore. It was about the way I was perceived, the way I carried myself. Alina guided me every step of the way, teaching me how to walk, talk, and even sit more gracefully. One night, as we sat on the villa's balcony, I finally asked her the question that had been nagging at me. "Why did you want to do this? Why turn me into a girl for our honeymoon?" She smiled thoughtfully. "Honestly, it started as a fun idea, a little fantasy. But as the week went on, I realized it's about more than that. It's about exploring identity, challenging norms, and giving you a chance to see the world from a different perspective." Her words stuck with me. Maybe this wasn't just about her fantasy. Maybe it was about discovering something new about myself. By the end of the week, I felt completely transformed, not just on the outside, but on the inside too. What had started as a wild, unexpected experiment had turned into a journey of self-discovery. As we returned home, I realized that the lessons from that week would stay with me forever. It wasn't just about wearing a dress or makeup. It was about love, trust, and understanding ourselves in ways we never imagined. Alina and I grew closer than ever, and every now and then, we'd relive the magic of that week, slipping back into those roles and embracing the adventure all over again. In the end, our honeymoon wasn't what I had expected. It was so much more. Okay, my sweetheart. Story ends here. Now I want to know your thoughts in comments section. Also, like and share this video with your social media account. I will come up with new content on this Sissygram Stories channel, so subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Take care and have a nice day. See you soon, sweetheart.